What is going on, guys? Today we have chapter 962 of One Piece, and I thought it was pretty good. Okay, it was about Odin again, and I wanted to start this by saying that Odin really is the best. I absolutely love Odin so far. He's definitely not yet, but if we keep getting to see more of him, which it looks like we're going to, he could end up being my favorite character. Like, actually, he's seriously that good. I cannot get enough of him. I'm really excited to see where this is going. I mean, something so interesting that happened in this chapter is Yasui was actually kind of sussed out, right, by the idea of him stealing the money, because it would have been done in a more spectacular fashion. What does that even mean? Like, what could he have possibly done? Blown the whole thing to bits, basically? That's awesome. Like, he actually is like, no way. There's no way this can be Odin, because it would have been much more obvious it was him. We wouldn't even had to have figured it out. It just would have been obvious that it would have been Odin. So that's pretty cool. I did love that. I want to be in this Odin fan club. Every time he does anything around people, they just want to follow. They just follow him. They don't care. They just want to go. It's kind of like, actually, like Socrates in Plato. You see, Socrates was this amazing badass. You can read a lot about him. It's really interesting. And basically, Plato just followed Socrates around and wrote down everything he did. That's the reason that we have so much information on Socrates, is because Plato just followed him around and wrote down everything he did. So it's kind of like that, and it's awesome. And then he went on to be an amazing philosopher as well. So that's kind of what goes on here. I mean, these guys aren't nearly as awesome as Odin, of course, because he's the best, and they're all right. But it's pretty cool. I really am loving this Odin fan club thing. I want to be in it myself, so yeah, I think I'm going to be applying soon, see if they accept me. I just wanted to mention, I was right about Izo, it seems, unless, I don't know, something else weird happens. I was saying, what is it, like 10 chapters ago now? It's kind of been a while, but basically, there was this shot of all of the retainers, or the red scabbards, whatever, and it appeared that Izo was among them and not Kiku. Like, it was supposed to be Kiku or something, but it clearly was not. It was Izo. Like, it just straight up was him. There's no way you could confuse it. And I said this, and whatever, now it appears that I'm right, because they are brothers. So I guess that was Izo then at that time. Or maybe because they're brothers, Oda somehow screwed it up. But, I mean, Izo is here. He is a part of this group. He apparently is a retainer towards the end of the chapter. So there's that. I guess Izo's going to be wrapped up in this somehow. I mean, we know that Odin does get involved with Whitebeard in some capacity. So I'm imagining Izo was with him, and then he kind of just stuck around. I don't know why that would happen, since he's a member of the Odin fan club, of course. But he's related to all this. I knew it. So that's pretty cool. I need to know what Genius Ninja means, referring to Raizo. This is Odin referring to Raizo. That was what he wrote in his journal. Genius Ninja. It's a former member of the Kozuki Waban, whatever the fuck it's called. I mean, genius. Like, the guy really doesn't seem that effective. I haven't seen him do anything impressive for the most part up until this point. So, I don't know. Is he really powerful? I'm quite unsure, but he also is a member of the Odin fan club now. So, he definitely is gathering some powerful members, apparently. I really do want to know what that means, though. Like, is he actually powerful? I've been saying this for a while. I have no idea how powerful these red scabbards actually are. It seems like all over the place. I always thought the Kinemon was pretty weak, but now he's kind of being portrayed as powerful. So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, so then moving on, when they lose track of him, because they're on their way to Curry, and he just goes off on his own, they're heading towards where they think he might be, and they say there is dust coming from the mountain. Like, that's where there's dust coming from a mountain. He is causing such a ruckus, just beating the shit out of all these people, that there's dust coming from a mountain. Like, that's just insane. It's so awesome. They finally do arrive on the scene, and he just trashed the entire city, region, whatever you want to... Yeah, region, I guess. The entire place was just destroyed, and he's just sitting on top of Ashura Doji. I mean, that's just awesome. Just imagining the whole thing, him just destroying everyone there, and then he finally just takes a seat on him. It's so good. I love it. So I'm pretty unclear again on the power levels here. I like to think that Odin is going to be like absolute late game level. Like if he would have survived, or if he would have started his own pirate crew or whatever, he would have been like Yonko level or something. I don't know if I'm 100% buying that, because I mean, I don't think like an admiral or a Yonko or anything would have any difficulty doing what he did here. But I mean, it's not like there's a case against it necessarily. So that would be pretty cool. He's definitely got to be very powerful at the least. Not just did he take on what appears to be hundreds, maybe thousands of men at once, but he did defeat Ashura Doji simultaneously. So again, I'm not exactly sure how powerful he is, but he does seem to be like the most powerful among all of them. At least that's the way I've interpreted it. Maybe that's not true, but it seems that way to me. So Odin's got to be pretty strong, which is awesome. He just soloed everybody. I love it. So that was fun. I did enjoy that. And then we get to the end. You know, he becomes a daimyo and all this stuff. That's cool. I don't really know what that's going to mean up until this point, because now we get to the end and we see, you know, a little bit later, 6 years later, the Rocks pirates start recruiting and whatnot, and they're getting... I wasn't actually clear. Are they saying, like, all the shit went down, like they've split up and now the members of the Rocks pirates are recruiting, like, their own crews? Or are they saying, like, the Rocks pirates are coming together? I'm not entirely sure. I think it is the latter. I think that they're forming the Rocks group, because Odin... It does say 6 years in the future, though, so I don't really know. But either way, we're getting over back to that stuff, which is super interesting, and Odin is probably going to be tied into it now, since this all started when Sengoku was saying, oh, we have Odin and we have the Rocks pirates and it's Wano. Isn't everything kind of coming together? Like, yeah, I think we're about to see what Odin does have to do with the Rocks pirates exactly, what his big story with Wano is. Super excited for this, because again, like I said, Odin is just the best right now. I absolutely love him. I want every chapter to be... Let's just make him the main character at this point. I mean, I love Luffy, but I'd like a spin-off of just Odin and all of his exploits, so that would be really fun. But yeah, that's unfortunately not going to happen. Excellent chapter, again, because Odin was the main character. Hopefully we are going to get more on him. I'm really excited. It seems like we're getting into the late game. We do see at the very end that Dog and Cat wash up in front of Kawamatsu, who we don't even know how he ends up becoming friends with all these guys. We don't know any of these guys. We don't know what's going on there. I mean, yeah, it's the final panel and everything, and it's really ominous, so it seems like it's really important, but I don't really see what's going to be so important about this. I mean, I suppose this would mean that they are now going to become friends with the Minks, but if I recall correctly, I thought that, like, the alliance between the Minks and the Kozuki went way back. That's why there's a road poneglyph in Zou. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but yeah, they're about to all become friends. Maybe they like tried swimming here because they needed the help of the Kozuki, or something was going on in Zou and they needed help. I don't know. Should be interesting. Nevertheless, hopefully that's not the main focus of next chapter, unless it's something awesome with Odin. But I did like where we were heading with all the Rocks pirates and whatnot. So either way, it's going to be good. Really enjoying One Piece right now. That pretty much covers everything. If you've made it this far in the review, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.